Get that shit. Lucky for your motherfucking ass, dog. Once every blue moon, nigga. Use my language, dude.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
You fucked it up.
With the Wasatch Mountains overlooking us, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the capital city of Utah, Salt Lake City. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Condors of Buenos Aires taking on the River Hogs of Salt Lake City. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. But you look at this defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 5.
Set, hut. 45, wide, set, hut.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the Salt Lake City first down. 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on, set. 50.
DeVito going to look to throw it. That's taken in. Isaiah Bond. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. 36%.
Now it's DeVito. Open man is Bond. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready?
To throw is DeVito. This one complete to Gresham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Brooks is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Shout out Davidson.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
Jerry Smith's going to be able to go with it. Quiet. Then held him out.
And it's good to make it 7-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Good stuff, on it. There you go. Good bonus.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Like he's learning
and they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Got a little bit more understanding.
Schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
In motion, the tight end.
Go.
A give running left now, Garindo. And the defense closes quickly there and will get maybe a yard to the 33. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
3rd and less than a yard.
Hot 70. Hot 70. Ready.
Another try for Garindo. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep
Go,
it.
Pace.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12. And the Buenos first down.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Handoff here, Garindo. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Condors.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
On the jump.
Good flash.
Come on.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready? Practice it.
They'll look to throw again.
What a catch.
The field has got man complete. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
Buenos, they can play. Play with Salt Lake. In Salt Lake. Both teams only had the ball once. It's already in the first quarter. Buenos still driving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
On the give, it's Guerrero. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Ready?
Again, it's Guerrero.
Walk in there, baby.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaac Guerrero, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
That's what I
Each
said,
team's
baby.
had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about
3rd down convergence for both teams.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he gets this one to midfield.
Rookie Wheeler's going to come on.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's DeVito. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Keon White got in there for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Let's go now. Ready.
To the air is DeVito.
Yeah.
That's taken in by Bond. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. Here's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
Let's go.
At the 35-yard line.
53. Ready.
To throw, it's DeVito. A quick hitter, complete. It's Morgan. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Set. Ready. Blue 30. Ready.
Throwing now, DeVito.
That rookie again.
Complete. That's Wheeler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Here we go. Black. Cut.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7. At the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brooks is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Yeah, one of them games going to be very few possessions.
Line of scrimmage again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Ready. Ready. Black. Set.
One more time with Brooks.
He's in there again.
This time he is in. Christopher Brooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Okay, ready.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Pace to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Operating from the gun. Pace. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Buenos first down.
Operating from the gun. Pace. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Toss it out right here to Patterson.
Come on, bro.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Let's get him down. Stomp it. Both teams only had the ball twice.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Scored for halftime.
So that means they're down to
Double up.
1 remaining here as we
Trying
head
to
toward
take the lead.
halftime.
Coming out of halftime. Oh.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on.
Off the play fake. Pace. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I wonder why the icon keep lighting up. He got that. He getting fired. It was telling me who to throw it to. That's what's up. That's crazy.
Looking to throw. Pace. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20.
We've seen, boy, the man already know they want it. Facing year 2. Man already knew he was going to be an X factor. Now look at it.
It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
They don't want to do it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
These
guys running back out of the backfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pace.
Where to go with it?
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Good ball out of half.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent
So the second, what they're going to do is just sit on it. And it ain't going to do that.
On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, what they
And with
doing
7
that for?
seconds remaining, not much time
This
to
might
really
be a
do
play.
anything. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Let's go. Better way to start off week 4. It'll be a nice week 4 at that.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
So like Sid trying to make that be up.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play.
Who's there's ready to go out there and put
That'll
that
be a little
money
too
in.
hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We say we use them to start the second half and get us going.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Go.
Off play action. Pace.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Slipped out his hand and
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's Morgan. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact one time there, and now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Nice punt.
Buenos Aires
What's up, man? Everybody flipped out now. You wanted to pump fake, and it came out wrong.
Much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Here we go, Jack. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now it's Gorindo. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 3rd down, it's Gorindo.
Go, Gorindo.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
He finally dragged down.
All the way down inside the 10.
What a punter. Oh, people.
No doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And now after the big punt return that got him down here, they'll try to make it pay off.
Okay,
1st
ready?
and goal. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Brooks. For the trifecta with Dylan Sims.
Christopher Brooks, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the River Hogs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchdown. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Go! Pat the 60, pat the 60.
They begin on the ground with Gorindo. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll have it past almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Patterson running between the tackles. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're talking about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. from the gun on third down.
Pace.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run with their backs. And they take a lot of pride in covering.
It's 4th and 1. What they're going to do? They're going to go for it.
For a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw again. And they hit him as he throws. As this one's going to go straight down.
This guy's good.
The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They start on the ground here in Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Yellow, 22.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run right here with Brooks. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays. But
This game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That's good for a Buenos Aires first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one left side caught by Patterson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Go! 77 Wolf.
A right side run with Patterson.
There you go, rookie. There you go, rookie.
He will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Condors have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
They'll try and throw for it.
That's
complete.
That's gonna walk right in.
Into the end zone as a two-point conversion is
What's going on here? Okay, he's not a rookie. He's a rookie last year. So, bro, better than Randolph dealing with severe. Okay. Okay. Do this like this.
And the lead is down to... Field goal here in the fourth. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 10 black, set.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Throw left side, complete. That's Morgan. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Set, ready. Yellow, 40, set.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they can get there.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's 4th down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They force the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Waiting. Snuffed it out.
And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen.
I
thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Let's take it at around the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7-0 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
3 minutes, 39 seconds.
Both teams working on a short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
Brooks been eating out of
the athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 54 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
Look at the beat up. Look at the beat up.
Now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also start the clock with a 2-minute warning.
Go!
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Blue, 32.
DeVito going to look to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Ready.
Ain't man.
Now it's DeVito.
Ain't man, he dropped it.
Incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And this is right down the middle as he puts
6, but we got 2 minutes and 10 seconds
3
left.
more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
What you got, Mr.
So they
Face?
get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because
you got Mr. Pace
on that side of the field. They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, 2:19 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Pace.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're talking, when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Pace. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
That's good for a Buenos Aires first down.
Back to throw.
Yes.
Watkins on the crossing route. Well, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they'll shift things around.
Another Buenos Aires first down.
He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
3rd down.
He's not walking in there.
Yes. He is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Baby. Right. Be the lead and back. There we go.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score. Condors.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
33 seconds,
so
buddy.
The story changes. Trailing by a point. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
That's good for a Salt Lake City first down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
To throw is DeVito. He's going to let it fly.
He's going for more.
And that
Running
one
with.
intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
First down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up and where he releases. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's second down.
I'm out real cool.
Let's go. Yellow, 43. Second.
Here's DeVito. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
What a game. What a game.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There you go. The season on the line. What a game.
Okay, ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Salt Lake City, they're on a nice